ek kola tanda tanda.
बहुत प्यार करती हूँ या तुमसे.
What?
What are your takeaways from India-Israel diplomatic relations?
In order to grow potentially and to fight to a very radical kind of people around us, we need to be very good friends.
How to throw a big fat wedding in India.
You mean hummus from the epiglottis?
Where do you get your chutzpah from? Because I would like to develop that thing for myself.
Self-sufficiency and sustainability in agriculture.
I really like how colorful your clothes are, and I love festivals.
I wish India and Israel a happy Friendship's Day. I hope our bond grows stronger, better, and faster. Enjoy this video.
Do you know any Hindi words?
So first of all, namaste and masala dosa. And if you go to a restaurant, you say ek cola tanda tanda.
Perfect!
Tanda tanda. Ek diet cola.
Diet
and
cola.
zero cola. Sab kuch milega.
Ooh!
I had an amazing teacher, so my Hindi is slang. I know tic tac, I know tu meri doste, मेरा नाम दाना है, शुभ रात्रि, बहुत प्यार करती हूँ या तुमसे.
Oh, बहुत प्यार करती हूँ मैं तुमसे.
Yalla bye.
Do you know any Hebrew words?
I know small Hebrew words now. I use a lot these days. Slikha.
Slikha, masikha.
Slikha is used in two contexts, either for sorry or excuse me, in the tone how you say it. So this, or I use a lot mamash.
Mamash. That's my favorite word, by the way.
Aval.
Aval.
Which is but.
But.
Kilu.
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 Kilu is like.
Khaverim, which is friends.
Friends. Khaverim.
I do. Toda khaba. Pretend you're eating something. Betyawan.
Toda?
I hear this every day.
What else?
Also, ma, Leila tov,
Laila Tov.
Bokar tov, and shalom manishma. Wow, I know so many words.
You're almost an Israeli now.
I know. I think so too, yeah.
Yeah, I know a few words like Todaraba. We have Bokar Tov, Laila Tov, and Mamash. I have seen a lot of your videos, and you are like, this is kind of your favorite word.
Yes.
Mamash.
Mamash means absolutely. So I use mamash like every now and then.
Nakhon is another. So,
Nakhon is right.
right. So we have made a gesture for it. So we always do this with friends whenever we say nakhon.
Oh yeah, because nakhon means nails. Nails in Hindi it's nakhun.
Yeah.
But we say nakhon. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. If India and Israel were to create a joint national dish, what would that be?
Listen. It's dosa with hummus, avocado, and trina. It's gonna be wow. You're gonna want me to marry you for that dish.
In Israel, there are several things popular, but what is the staple food, I would say, is hummus, right? We all have...
You mean hummus from the epiglottis?
Hummus from the epiglottis, yes. Actually, I like the texture of it, and I like the fact that it is very healthy and proteinaceous, made from chickpeas. But for Indians who are habituated to spicy food and tangy food and sour food, there is lack of flavor there. And if I could make a hummus with, let's see, what flavors? Pani puri or pav bhaji flavor.
I can tell your mouth is watering right now.
Yeah, like samosa, vada pav, I don't know, whichever flavor you like of hummus. If you could make hummus with flavors, this should be declared the national dish of the country.
Oh my gosh, that is so much fun. I would go for, I think, pav bhaji and pani puri. I think that would be my absolute favorites.
What? Okay, maybe like falafels, but in a curry. No, make sense?
Sure, yes.
Okay, let's think about it.
So, falafel curry.
Sabik with vada pav.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, sabikh is, it's like vada pav, but it's not vada pav, but you put tons of things in a pita bread, but the main star of the dish is brinjal or eggplant or bengan, but we'll add vada pav to it, so sabikh vada. What is one thing you admire about Israel and Israelis?
Their confidence. Oh my god, that's the first thing that I saw is so different between us back home. It's of course not like black and white, but wow, they are super confident. They are taking care of themselves. They know that and they work on it. They put energy and effort into it. That's very inspirational.
What's one thing you admire about India?
Why? I don't think I can limit myself with one thing. I would say yoga, Ayurveda, all traditional practices, and coexistence. It's just fantastic how, with so many traditions, cultures, religions, you have such a coexisting environment inside the country. Like, that just causes admiration.
First of all, the amazing scenery, like the landscape, and about how they grow the economy and how they're so persistent and knowledgeable and learning and grinding like we do.
If you had to ask one thing to your Israeli friend, what would that be?
I think most of my questions would be centered around the mandatory army service that you have in the country. Personally, I really appreciate it, and I really think that it gives every citizen the opportunity to learn self-defense, to feel the responsibility and nationalism towards your country, feel patriotic.
Where do you get your chutzpah from?
Ask them.
Okay, where do you get your chutzpah from? Because I would like to develop that thing for myself.
I always want to ask them how they are. How they are given the circumstances right now. That's the first thing that I would ask any Israeli.
Okay.
All the time.
If you had one thing to ask your Indian friend, what would that be?
How in the world all Indian women have such good, beautiful, and thick hair? Can I touch it?
Yeah, please.
Look at it. It's 3 times more than I have. How? What's the secret? I need to know.
The secret is good genes, good oiling. Try and eat more Indian food.
I need good genes and I need Indian mama to tell me how to do it. You told me about massaging, right? Mm-hmm. You do it from the early childhood?
Yes.
I will tell you honestly, all Indians I know, doesn't matter they're girls, teenagers, women, the hair is slaying.
How to throw a big fat wedding in India, and how do you bring this culture here to Israel? Because I want to do it too.
Well, the first thing you can do is be friends with me, which you already are, so you're on the right track. And then the next thing you do is you find me a husband, and then you get invited to my wedding.
And I hosted.
Sure. What's one stereotype about India is inaccurate?
I've heard that most of the Indians are more of engineers, and I feel that it's not true. It's not only IT, it's also in arts. They're very successful, and doctors and medicine and business and creators. I know one creator that made it huge, not only you, but more people that are helping behind the scenes. So very much creativity in India.
I'll say something which is pretty common, and I completely disagree with that. I think it's 21st century, but still lots of people think that India is undeveloped, not modernized country. Come on, it's center of agriculture, defense technologies. We have so much to learn from, but still people live in some stereotype worlds, which is sad.
What's one stereotype about Israel and Israelis is now inaccurate?
So when I was coming to Israel, some people did advise me several things about Israel, but one of the things that I heard was that Israelis are shrewd or cunning, and you can't trust them always, so be aware, be careful about what's going on. I was okay, but now I'm here 2 years and plus, and I can tell you that this is so inaccurate. I mean, they are the most straightforward people I know. Israelis, they speak up to you right then if they don't agree to something, and keep no grudges about it in the next minute. So I like this thing.
So I've seen Big Bang Theory, and I have seen Howard, and in that series every time they have said that Israelis are not tall, so that now I can be very assured that no, they are very good, tall and handsome hunk.
What can India learn from Israel?
India can learn several things from Israel, but if I have to pick one, I think it's the self-sufficiency and sustainability in agriculture. If you think about the geography of Israel, it's in the middle of the Middle East. It's a desert, to be honest, but the way they have sustained themselves in agriculture, and in fact grown several crops inhabitant to the country, like cherry tomatoes, I love them, in spite of deficiencies in the soil, in water, etc. And we have all the resources in India, and yet we call ourselves a agricultural nation, but we really should learn technology that can enhance agriculture and help our farmers and help the country's food supply in general. I think this is something I would really like to learn from Israel.
Basically, I have seen people take any particular interest in their job, and I like when our people will start looking for things that they like and they start doing it.
It would be the spirit that these people have here. From everything that is going on right now, it's just the way people are going about finding solutions and just living their lives despite all of that is just something that is very inspiring for me.
What can Israel learn from India?
Sablanut. How do you call it? Diraj?
Dhiraj
Dhiraj.
means patience.
Why? This is something this country does not know. You know what's interesting? Like, this just sometimes makes me wonder. Everyone here says لقات لقات אבל לאף אחד אין סבלנות לחכות. Everyone wants things to be done like that. So,
Chick-chack.
Chick-chack, yeah. So we have sablanut to learn.
Yeah, patience is virtue.
I think Indians are very resilient. There are very similarities to Israelis, and I think we can learn about the culture and about the warmth and about the importance of family. And that is the things I think we need to maintain and to help connect the dots together.
If you could bring one aspect of the Israeli culture to India, what would that be?
Taking this back home and telling the youth to work on themselves. They work hard on not just in work but also really putting effort in making their bodies, better, stuff like that, building confidence and speaking your mind out, all of these things.
Non-judgmental attitude, in the sense that people here are not judging anyone around them in the terms of what they wear, where they go, what they do, who friends they are with, or they're not interested in interfering in your life, or they're not interested in giving you opinions about what you should be doing, which is, I think, a very common thing in our society, in the Indian society.
If you could bring one aspect of the Indian culture to Israel, what would that be?
I'll bring gravy.
Oh, I'm already here.
I really like how colorful your clothes are, and I love festivals. I need more holidays, days off, and festivals. Please hear me out.
What are your takeaways from India-Israel diplomatic relations?
As a country, India has been very old country. Like, if you think about the independence, and later on, India and Israel kind of established their independence almost a year apart. From there, we have been trying to grow, irrespectively in our own countries. We have been trying to grow in all aspects of geopolitics, economy, of defense, of agriculture, grow as a country. In education also. And I think that makes us both very similar in the sense that we have the same challenges that we face. We may have the similar requirements to grow in our economy, and a diplomatic relation between such two countries which think alike, which want to grow towards progress, which want peace, which want education to be enhanced. These kind of countries, if they cooperate with each other, which they are now, if they cooperate with each other, it really will help both of them grow, flourish in life. And I think the diplomatic relations between the two countries have been amazing over years.
With history point of view, we have been close friends most of the time, or you can say all the time, and we have helped each other. Like during the persecution of Jews, we have helped Jews to stay in India, whereas when the Pakistan was making nuclear weapon, Israelis helped us a lot. Plus we have a very good ties. Modi ji has visited the place, and even Netanyahu went there. So yeah, in order to grow potentially and to fight to a very radical kind of people around us, we need to be very good friends. Culturally, we are very family oriented people, so we would like to continue that as a culture.
Well, both countries, despite there's so many dissimilarities and so many religious differences, there is a lot of cultural similarity. The family values, I think the overall nature of Israelis kind of blend well with what I see back home. So that's a big central theme in both these societies. All the ancient relationships both of these countries have had. Jews stayed in India for so long. So that is the link, I think, that is always going to hold on to the relations between both these countries. And I think I really appreciate you also about this, because you are bringing that thing on a larger platform. It's actually something that not a lot of people know, even here.
I think it's a rhetorical question because, come on, it's years of history, it's years of agricultural defense cooperation. It's to probably one of the most ancient civilizations. We have so many things to learn from each other, and the future is prosperous and full of cooperation. Let's make it happen.
Jai Hind ve'am Israel chai.
We are already supporting the economy together, and there is already evidence of many investments in Israel from India, and they already have our backs. We've seen it also in the war. So it's only getting better.
Can you sing a song from a Hindi song or an Indian song you know?
Yes, I can, but I'm not sure the world wants to hear it.
I will sing with you.
Yeah, la sababa.
Ready?
Yeah.
चोरी चोरी हम गोरी से प्यार करेंगे ढूंढ रहे हम जाने कब से
हम उसका पता. Let's go. Aja
आजा 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 आ
Oda vinu kai, Oda vinu kai, Oda vinu, Oda vinu, Oda vinu kai, Oda vinu kai, kai, Oda vinu kai, kai, Oda vinu, Oda vinu, Oda vinu kai. Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel kai, kai, Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel kai, kai, Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel kai, kai, Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel kai.
Yeah! क्या बात है? Awesome.